Right, last time we cleaned up this crankshaft down here, and today I did some things. I took a piece of wood and scraped off all of the carbon in here. There was a lot of it. I just kind of scraped off what I could get, and then with a piece of wood, soft piece of little shim, and just got everything off of there, out of the way, and gingerly wiped under the valves to get those cleaned off. Let me put those back down. Yeah. Though I want to move our engine. Well, I guess that's probably the best we're going to do. It's right there. That way all that stuff down there is out of the way. This also soaking the top of the cylinder. I guess that's called the head or something. In gas to remove the massive amounts of carbon in there. There is like a 1/4 inch in that thing there. So cleaning all that up, just soak it in the gas. It seems to be working pretty good. It's turning it into like pudding. So here's our cylinder. Let me turn this light on. There we go. As you can see, there's a little bit of defects, probably where the ring caught down in there. But also, I noticed that it is pretty devoid of. It's got all vertical lines here, up and down. Well, you can see where the cylinder is probably catching for a bit there before it finally failed. And the piston, yeah, all vertical lines. Well, that's a great example right there. All vertical lines. See where the cylinder probably finally actually caught, but like I said, I can't actually feel those with my fingers. And considering I can feel like the smallest little crack, or little knife scratch on metal, I think it's pretty small. Some slight scuffing, I hope. But apparently, if you have these vertical lines, there's some cross hatching in there, it looks like. But if you don't have a lot of it, you should hone it real quick. So I got this cheap hone. I'm probably not going to record it just so I can, make sure I don't mess up. Because if I go too far, I mess up the bottom of the piston. If I come too far out, I mess up the top. But I'm going to go ahead and do this with this cheap hone. They said it should last 3 or 4 jobs. I'm going to do 1 job. So, I got the first one that didn't fall apart when using it. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll take it after, and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to put some cutting oil on these, just enough to soak into those stones, and go ahead and give it a shot. Hope I don't destroy it. Yep. Alright, so there you go. We now have it honed. I think you're supposed to have slightly more vertical. You're supposed to have slightly more vertical lines, but I found it really hard to obtain that result. So, but I think it's not too bad. I didn't want to wear way more, but as long as I get this nice cross hatching pattern, which I'm not sure I have or not. I can really only appreciate it in one direction, probably because I'm over here. Yeah, okay, so if I come over to this side, it is up and a down, but yeah. So now it's all deglazed. There's still some vertical lines you can see, so I might do it a little bit more and see if I can perfect this a bit. Alright, so I did it a little bit more, and there's a little bit, so moving it in and out quicker gave me a little bit more of a vertical. It's hard to show on the camera, but with my eyes I can see it better. Give me more of a vertical twirl. I only rounded out the top a little bit. That was already there mostly now, but I didn't, go too far so that the hone blades went to 45 and I went on here. I did it the bottom ones, unfortunately, but hopefully that's not a big deal. Well, there you go, all honed up. One thing to know is to not go the wrong direction or the whole thing will come apart in there. Uh, Not too catastrophic, doesn't seem to cause any damage, but that's something that you can do apparently. Makes sense, right? So I guess see which way tightens and loosens your hone first. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this thing up, and I guess it's time to start rebuilding it. Probably got to torque this bolt here to 100 or something, torque per pounds or something like that. Inch pounds maybe, I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna get it all cleaned up, and oh, you know what? I still have to wait for my gel lube and my gasket sealer, but I want to power wash this out and dry it and get it all. Well, I hope it doesn't rust it. I mean, when that's supposed to be iron, right? I mean, that should be fine. But as you can see, there's just particles in there that need to be flushed, and I don't want in there when I'm putting it back together because, you know, grains of sand love to get in everywhere, you know? So I'm going to flush it all out and oil it all up, and then we'll start putting her together. That's it for this little progress video. It's not really a how-to because I'm not going to tell anyone how to do anything, but see you on the next step.